Hello everyone, welcome back. It's been a while since I did a spirit guide message, but I want to do like kind of like an updated spirit guide message reading for you know 2019, and I wanted to basically just like have the spirit guide messages like for the whole year, like what is the core thing that you need to be learning. And for those who don't want to hear my full explanation on what spirit guides are and what they do, you can click off the video and go to your card reading, or you can stay and listen to what I have to say about the spirit guides. But but for those who want to know what a spirit guide is and what their purpose is, spirit guides are pretty much like before you reincarnated here, if you believe in that, before you reincarnated here, your spirit guide is someone that you talk to, and it's like a friend that has been assigned to you to like, guide you or help guide you through this life. Um, I would say your spirit guide could be a relative. Your spirit guide can even be your future self. Your spirit guide could be a friend that you've had over the past lifetimes. Your spirit guide could be your teacher. Your spirit guide could be all of those things. But yes, they're here to guide you. They're here to teach you. They are not here to interfere into your life, because we have free will here, so they can't really control you or tell you what to do, but they can give you suggestions that could help you move in the right direction that will make your life go so much more smoother, and you can have less negative experiences, less struggles, less resistance. So, like I said, if you are not in tune with your spirit guide or you can't hear them, they have guided meditations to where you can meet your spirit guide and really hear what they have to say, where you can unblock yourself from not hearing them. If you are in tune with your spirit guides, or if you are very aware of, you know, what they're saying to you, what they're showing you, then please start trusting in what they're saying and start doing kind of like what they're saying. You can start with the small stuff and then move on to the bigger stuff. But yes, that is what the spirit guides are here to do. They're here to give you some assistance in your life and not make you feel so alone, in this lifetime. So, that basically is what a spirit guide function is. So, like I said, yes, I do still offer like spirit guide readings. If you want your own personal reading, because this will be a very generalized reading, but if you want your own personal reading, do not hesitate to email me at awakeningamongus@gmail.com. Please read over the list of readings that I offer and at the prices. So when you go to email me, you'll say, hey, I want a spiritual guide reading for 30 minutes. Okay, so please look over the readings I offer and the prices that I offer. And please email me when you're very serious about getting the reading. Okay? All right. So let me get into my card group 1. Okay, so this is for everyone that picked card group 1. Um, all right, so basically your spirit guide message is about staying focused on the positive. As I said, this whole group basically is saying stay focused, on the positive, like because it seems as though you're giving your energy too much to the negative sides of things, and the spirit guide, your spirit guide really wants you to start giving your energy and your focus on to the positive, because if you give too much of your energy and your focus on the negative, then those negative situations and negative experiences and stuff and all the things that you don't want to happen is going to happen to you because you keep focusing on those negative things. But if you keep on focusing on the positive of a bad situation and keep on focusing on positive things, then more of those things and experiences and the situations will come to you. And for the never judge another, this is more like never judge the experience that you're having. Don't judge your experience as a good one or a bad one. Only judge your experience as just that. Okay, well, you know what? I'm in this situation, but let me focus on the positive of that situation. And that's what your spirit guides are saying, that, you know, this is kind of like your spirit guide. They're around you, they're giving you healing energy, they're trying to heal you, they're trying to uplift you, they're around you giving you healing energy, and they want to let you know that they are around you. Also, with the focus on the positive, I got, you know, to get like a little gratitude journal or whatever, and just write in there every single day what you're thankful for, because that would really help you to start focusing on the positive and really start making your mind shift towards focusing on the positive. With this growth card, it says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So they're really, the whole theme of the whole year of 2019 would be, they are really trying to get you to grow. They're really trying to get you to a higher awareness, a higher awareness, a higher spiritual growth. I'm going to read this card, because I wanted to read that one. It says that you are constantly being presented with situations that enable you to develop your inner wisdom and assist you in advancing to higher levels of understanding. The lesson is to be aware of these events and recognize them for what they are. To live a mindful life is not only about respecting and honoring those around you, it's also about recognizing every person and circumstance on your path. As a teacher, the constant chatter and diversions of life on earth can distract you from the signposts that Spirit has left on your path. Take the time to be aware of the bountiful wisdom that has been laid before you. Acknowledge these gifts, take them to heart as you continue your journey in this physical dimension. Don't look for opportunities that you think you need. Instead, be receptive to the opportunities that you are given. So yeah. So like I said, they're giving you situations that might be challenging to you, that might seem bad to you, to get you to turn around and think about those situations in a different way. They want you to think about these things in a whole completely different way, that would, you know, help further your growth. Because when you start thinking about things in a whole totally different way, instead of just judging a situation as bad or good, and start looking at the situation as, you know, what was the lesson in this? How did I grow from this? How can I grow from this? That's what they're trying to push you into thinking now. And they're saying, like, you know, take the lead in doing this, you know. They will present situations to you that will make you feel alone. And they're trying to make you feel alone so you can go with inside yourself and start asking yourself the tough questions that will further your growth. And also where you can sit alone and say, okay, is this situation bad or good? What did it teach me? What, you know what I'm saying? It's really they're trying to get you alone so you can think and stop being distracted by all the external stuff. The be patient card is saying be patient in your own growth. For this year, don't feel like you have to rush your growth period, or you have to rush being healed, or rush learning something. You don't. Have some patience with yourself, be kind to yourself, And also this card is a walk away, is learning to walk away from unhealthy situations, learning to walk away from things that are no longer helping you grow, or that is not good for your growth. Just walking away from those things and knowing that, you know, you really deserve better. You deserve to grow. You deserve that higher understanding. And that's what the spirit guides are basically trying to tell you. This is what they're pushing you to, but they need you to get your mindset to where you cannot judge certain situations so harshly. Don't judge them as, oh, well, this is just a negative, bad situation, so I'm going to keep having these situations. It's more so like, it's like this. The tough lesson here that you're going to have to learn for the whole year is, you know, in every human, it's our survival instinct to, it's our survival instinct to count the bad things that happen in our life, to count the bad experiences, because it's like our protection mechanism. It's how we protect ourselves, because we're saying, okay, well, we're not going to do this step and that step, so I won't have this bad experience, because I remember this bad experience, it was awful, and da 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 da, and you keep replaying that in your mind. So, and we think this is protecting us. We think this is the thing that's going to protect us from stop having these bad experiences in our lives, which the guides are trying to tell you, actually, it's the opposite. If you focus on the good things and the good steps and what you've learned, and taking those things that you learn and putting it a positive spin on it, or a positive judgment on it, then more positive things will enter your life. More situations that you want will enter your life, instead of always relying on that survival mechanism where you feel like, okay, if I focus on the negative, then I won't have to experience the negative again. And it's not that. It's the opposite. If I don't give all my focus on the negative and give all my positive, you know, give all my positive focus on the positive, then I'll experience more of what I want. You know, I won't be in this situation anymore. This situation won't even be presented to me anymore. So that is the big, hard lesson that your spirit guide is trying to teach you for the year of 2019, is to try to beat that survival mechanism that we have learned here on Earth, where if I focus on the positive, then I can save myself from this, that, and if I can focus on the negative, then I can save myself from the negative. It's not that way. It's the opposite. And it's hard to do. I know it's hard to do because, hey, I'm still learning that lesson myself, but that is the core lesson for group number one, whoever picked this. So let's get a little bit of some advice, and then I'll move on to my next card group. So the first advice was, get this more out of the way. My first advice for that was this. I got this card, which was Arrow in the Sphinx, but it was reverse. Basically, this card was saying that you're gonna have to do some digging in your own self-discovery. You're gonna have to do some digging with why you feel so negatively about things. You know, this is basically just that, like, digging around to connect to that higher understanding, to really understand higher spirituality, things like that, of that nature. For up in air, this also talks about too, is saying like how the reason why you're not really digging for more self-discovery is because you're being distracted. Too much distraction with outside things, circumstances, external things. You're too focused on the external and not very focused on the internal. So that's why this card came up, because it's like you haven't even begin to dig on the internal. You keep being distracted by the external, and they're really trying to get you to go within. Yeah, for the up in air is saying that, you know, the reason, because you keep on being so distracted with the external is that you keep on bumping into being scared because of the unknown. So up in air is about the unknown, being kind of disconnected from your guides, from your spirit guides, and not really knowing, you know, what's going to happen. It's all up in air. It's like the great unknown. That's what this card basically is representing. And then for the War of Roses was more of a card where it was saying that you're going to have to like surrender some of these outside distractions. You're going to have to surrender some of these outside distractions because it's really disconnecting you from your guides and where you could really go, because it's as if they're trying to push you towards a higher understanding, a more advanced level of your spirituality, like they're trying to push you like into a full awakening. And then that's what this scribe card is about. The scribe card actually is saying that they're trying to push you into a higher understanding, as to be like a teacher of some sort. I'm gonna read this because I had a good message, so I'm gonna read that really quick. So upright, it says, the card indicates a great upsweep in mind and study for you. If there is any subject with which you'd like to acquaint or reacquaint yourself, do so. It's not just for the sake of study, although it's always a good thing. The period of higher mind and higher learning is nothing less than a change in your life, or even change the world opportunity. Just as the Wright brothers begin to study the flight patterns of birds, you can rise up the wings of discovery now. There may be a teacher or even an entire school that can help you with this upliftment. Be sure to seek out the right person or place of learning. You could also become a writer, a teacher yourself at this time, and evaluating and contributing to others. If you're involved in any legal matters, there is a person who can help you with this. Let your great vision guide you to him or her. This could be a great time when you might find yourself writing proposal, grants, essay, blogs, articles, or books. Notice what compels you. Be sure to answer to the call. So yeah, it's like the guides are trying to move you into this higher learning, higher advancement, where maybe you can share your knowledge with others, you can share your talent with others. But if you're not sure how to do this, then that's what they're saying. You really need to listen to your guides or try to connect some way to your guides so your guides can really tell you and show you things, and also be aware of any higher learning books around you, any schools, anything like that. Be aware of those things. But basically their advice to you is that you need to open up to them, be aware of the signs, be aware they're showing you, because they're really trying to get you to grow more in like a higher learning and a higher understanding of your spirituality, of your growth, things like that. That's what they're trying to push you towards. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for card group 1. That is what your spirit guide is trying to tell you and trying to make you learn for this year. So let me move on to card group 2. Okay, so this is for card group 2. So it says that your first message from your spirit guides is possess self-confidence. And I'm going to read this one really quick. It says that no one knows you better than you know yourself. Living your life trying to fulfill the expectations of others is disregarding your soul's blueprint. As you contemplate this card, think to yourself, I am the master of my fate, I'm the captain of my soul. And when you have a strong sense of self, then you are sure of yourself and fully understand the choices you make. Understanding your choices and acting on them also involves accepting the consequences. It can become so easy to blame others for your woes if you allow them to influence you. You must learn to trust yourself enough so you can access the wisdom within your soul because it belongs to you, and you are the receptacle of the wisdom and guidance that is unique to your soul's path. So have the confidence and put into action. You are a courageous soul for choosing to come back into the dimension of illusion and limitation. So channel the courage now that you are here. Don't miss the opportunities that guides have shown you. And guides have strewn on your path by following in someone else's footsteps, and never lose the courage of your convictions. So basically this is about having belief within yourself, having belief in yourself and believing that you can do what you set out to do, and also having enough confidence to take action towards a dream or a goal. And then your other message is, that you're never alone. That's basically your spirit guide saying that we are around you at all times. And they're helping doors of opportunity be open to you. 'Cause that's what this door of personal healing and happiness is. It's like they're saying that, okay, well, you did the work to heal yourself. So now new doors and new opportunities are going to be open to you. Stay open-minded. So because different opportunities are going to come to you, so stay open-minded about it. And that this door to opportunity could lead to you meeting a woman. This woman could be anybody. This woman can be maybe it might lead you to. This woman could be like your boss. This woman could be someone that you meet that gives you great financial advice. This woman could be an investor in your dreams, or a financial investor in your dreams. It could lead you to just a woman that can help you be more successful, or can help you get even more other opportunities. So that's what the spirit guides are trying to tell you, like, hey, we have all of these opportunities here. We're probably going to be leading you to this woman who's going to help you maybe gain more money, maybe gain more opportunities, maybe really help you out in the financial department if you need so be on the lookout for that, and be open-minded and stay optimistic, stay happy, stay in the happy place. Also, they're saying that your big lesson for the whole year is to learn to have inner peace within yourself. It says, I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. I'm going to read this a little bit later after I explain all the cards. But basically, it's saying that they're saying that they're giving you these challenging times because they want you to clarify a belief that you might have about a relationship, a belief that you might have about a situation, a false belief that is causing conflict, a false belief that's causing conflict within your life, a belief that you keep holding on to that keeps on bringing the challenging times. And when you get the clarity of this belief and throw it out and change it, then you can generate more inner peace. But they are bringing these things, these challenging times, and all of these things to your attention so you can clean them out and get the peace. Because basically that's your whole lesson. Like, how can I overcome these challenges to generate more peace and quiet in my life, and more peace and quiet within me. So I wanted to read these two. So let me read, first let me read the peace card. Let me read the peace card. So for peace, it says, This is a gentle reminder that balance in the mind is imperative in order for your soul to live its true nature. At this time in your life, you are to learn the value of peace and quiet and joy of being still. One can never be truly connected to the source when the mind is engaged in unneeded chatter. Look around your life and be cautious of the elements that are taking away from the peaceful nature of your soul. Who or what is interrupting the solitude? Is it time to reconcile past hurts and perceived injustices? Your peace may be fostered by changing your outside view. Create harmony around you, physically with order and calm. Trust the voice of the higher self to create an environment in which you can truly be in tune with your soul. So that's what they want you to do. Create a peaceful environment that can be in tune with your soul. But here on earth, you learn things in opposites. So they're creating the drama so you can learn to value and appreciate and push to have more peace and quiet in your life. Let me read 5 for challenging times. Let me read that. So it says, human ego can be helpful when it provides us with a sense of self, value, and purpose. However, the ego can also lead to problems when it seeks to build itself at the expense of others. Quarrelsome energies may be in the air at this time. You may find yourself either instigating disagreements or being pulled into them by others. Step back, examine the real issue behind the conflict. You may find that there's more about being right than it is about what is right. You may also find a relationship to be more challenging than usual, sensing an underlying power struggle, even through the surface energies appear to be calm. Use your intuition and intellect to assert what's happening. While competition can be stimulating, it's disruptive to a relationship. You can avoid this by thinking before you speak or act, and by coming from a place of honesty and love. So let me read one and then I'll tie both cards together. So let me read one. So one says, and remember these cards are going to be more relationship kind of based definitions because, you know, it comes from that kind of heart deck. So just take away that this could be relationships within your family, within your loved ones, anything like that that is causing challenging times. Or this could just be a relationship with yourself and whatever situation, a relationship with yourself and your finances, a relationship with yourself and your confidence, anything like that. Take it as is. So for clarity of belief, it says, great potential is around you to define who you are at this time in your life and determine what your beliefs are regarding love and commitment. Disregard any outdated ideas about how a relationship should function and what proper roles should be. Decide what you need and what you're willing to give. Different relationships will require different strategies for success. You need to be flexible and open-minded. Bring a fresh breath of air to the way of thinking about love and partnerships. When you have gained clarity, gently communicate this to other people whom you're in relationship. Explain how you would like to see relationships change or grow. Exchange ideas on how each of you might alter your behavior to make this happen. Act upon your new insights and transform your relationships. So, like I said before, you might have outdated beliefs about how maybe a certain situation should play out or what it should look like, and that's making you feel like a challenging time. Like, for example, let's say that you want to make this certain amount of money, but and then you have imagine in your mind the way and how you're gonna make it, but in reality those opportunities are not coming to you, but a new opportunity of how you can earn that certain amount of money, your end goal, a new how is presented to you, and you're struggling to accept that new how to make the money. You're struggling to it. It's causing conflicts. It's making you feel like you're going through some sort of challenging time. But if you just clarify the belief of, hey, doesn't matter how, I'm open to all the possible different how I can make this end goal of money, and I'm just going to accept it and I'm going to go through with it, then you will create peace within yourself. Those new opportunities will be open to you, and things like that. So that's one great example of what these two cards are talking about. Now that's like an external like situation. I have nothing to do with love, but even in your relationships, like with your family or with your love life, it's like just like that. You might have a belief that, hey, this person needs to be doing this, this, and this in my life, and they're not. And it's making you go through a challenging time when you just need to clarify your belief that, okay, this person doesn't necessarily need to play this role in my life. And I'm fine with that. I'm at peace with that. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole situation can go any kind of way, but that's basically the core of what the spirit guides are trying to teach you through this whole year. That's what they're trying to give attention to. There's something about how you feel something should happen, or how you believe something should happen, or how you believe something should show up in your life, how you believe other people should act towards you. There's something about that that's making you feel like you're going through the challenging times, and you need to let it go so you can acquire this peace and be more in connection with the spirit guides, and you can hear where they're directing you, where they want to take you, things like that. And they want to let you know that even though you might be going through this challenging time and you have a hard time changing your beliefs, that you are never alone. They're right there trying to push you, trying to guide you, and that. Okay, also my other messages before I tie everything up, and get to the advice cards, for the possess of self-confidence, is they want you to have enough self-confidence to walk through these doors, to accept those opportunities. That's why the possess self-confidence is so important. Like, they want you to feel confident enough with no self-doubt within yourself that you can seize these opportunities and take them, so that's one thing too. So those are the two big messages and what they want you to learn for 2019. That's what the guys are trying to steer you to. And let me go to the advice cards real quick. So they want to let you know that this angel, Archangel Michael is around you. This certain angel is around you. This is about an angel about strength, about an angel pushing you, motivating you to be strong, to take opportunities, to take action towards those opportunities. So if you feel a push or a motivation towards an opportunity, go for it. This angel is there giving you that nudge. Also, for the journey card, they want to let you know that you might be relocating, you might be moving to a new place, or an opportunity of moving to a new place or a new job or something might be coming to you, and you might have to leave something behind. You might have to leave your safety behind. You might have to leave a certain belief behind to go. You might have to leave something that is comfortable to go to this journey. And it's not a bad thing. You should take this opportunity. You should seize it. For some of you, there might be a delay in your journey. Okay, for some of you who are planning to move or planning to relocate, whatever, there might be a little bit of a delay, but it's telling you that just with the clarity of belief card, you might have to rearrange how you go about this specific goal, or how you think about this goal, or you might have to rearrange your thinking on the hows and all the details of how you're going to achieve this end goal. So it's saying that you might have to rearrange it. Don't be put off by it. Don't take it as a sign that you must not do this. Just rearrange it and attack it in a different way. Create a different strategy to the end goal, basically. And then for the scrolls, the sands of time, this is in reverse. I wanted to read this. I felt like it was a good message, so let me read that really quick. Okay. So it says in reverse, because I was about to read the upright. All right, so in reverse it says you have more time to think, so there's no need to hurry. The sun is rising in the east on a new day, and the hourglass is full. The task at hand may require more research and follow through, so take all the time you need. You may even have the opportunity to investigate further or to connect with other people who help. So take a breath. You got plenty of time to explore. So if any opportunity makes you feel or makes you believe that you're rushed, just know that you're not. Like take that belief out. You are not rushed in any way to take an opportunity or to take the opportunity to re-strategize towards this end goal that you want. You are not rushed. You have all the time in the world. Do your research. That's what the guys are saying. Do more research. You have time to do more research. Take advantage of the time to do more research. Take advantage of the time to re-strategize. Take advantage of the time to think of another way that you can get to your end goal. And yeah, that is what your spirit guides. That's the advice that they're trying to give you for this year. So they're saying you got time this year. You have time to plan. All right, so that's all I have for card group 2, and let me move on to card group 3. Okay, so this is for people that chose card group 3. Sorry, I had to turn on my lights. I'm losing daylight. But anyways, so basically your spirit guide messages is saying to make each day count. So with that, I'm gonna read the make each day count card really quick, because I feel like that had like a really nice positive message what the guides would like you to do kind of each day to kind of restore your positive energy. So I'm just going to read just a little bit of it. I'm not going to read the whole card. I'm just going to read what stood out to me. So basically it says, now with each new day, count the moments and fill each one with compassion. Discover things about yourself you never had before. Involve yourself in new activities such as volunteering or learning to play a musical instrument. Question your beliefs and values, read inspirational poetry, or begin a physical workout regimen. Nurture the people in your lives, assist them in seeing themselves differently. Also remember that your spirit is all about expansion and growth. You must give yourself permission to be alive with each new day and not wait until this life ends. Learn from all those before you and who have made the mistake of waiting for tomorrow to forgive, to love, or to smile. And then it was all over, and they were left with nothing but regret. And you have come back upon this planet to experience everything you can in a physical vibration. Don't hold back. So yeah. Question your values, your beliefs, make each day count, restore your positive energy. Abundance is your right. I feel like that should be like an affirmation for you every single day. Like, abundance is your right. Like, keep saying that to yourself every day. But let me read this really quick. It says that while the awareness of your higher self is focused on the physical dimension, it is only natural to believe in the concept of limitations. Your soul is limitless in the ability to give out and receive energy. You have to accept that you are capable and worthy. The universe will give you anything that you desire, but it's not only a one-way street, it's a loop. The energy of abundance must flow as it comes to you, and you must be willing to send it out. All you desire can be yours if you accept that this energy does not end with you. It is your right to be the receptacle of boundless love, happiness, health, and prosperity. But you must receive these gifts with the intentions of keeping the flow of abundance alive. If your intention is to have abundance stop with you, then you are actually blocking the energy from coming to you in the first place. If you fall into the mindset of limitations, You are saying to the universe that you are not worthy to receive. Nothing is further from the truth. This is your ego talking. The universe always says yes. It is the ego that says no. You can be beneficiary of any and all gifts if you accept that is possible. All right. I want to read that bottom part. You can be the beneficiary of any and all gifts if you accept that it is possible. So if you accept that abundance is possible for you, you can get it. But you really have to believe. But in order for you to believe, you need to get over this envy. You feel envious. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. I feel like this is more envy to other people and their lives and their health, their growth. I really feel like this is more of envious to other people than it is to yourself. But yeah, like you're being envious of other people. I feel like this enviousness stems from a childhood issue, which I'll get to that later, but I want to read this card. Let's see. It says, envy says you must learn to accept that the obstacles in your life have been chosen by you. To be jealous of the soul path of another is to doubt your ability to judge what is best for you. It is human nature to perceive luxury of someone as a different journey, but try to emulate him or her as not being true to your own guidance. You have chosen this life in these circumstances for a reason. By disregarding that and following in the footsteps of another, you are only setting yourself up for confusion and disappointment. You never truly know what is going on in another person's life and what challenges he or she may face. So to be envious is a fool's game. Be authentic in your inner voice, because only you know what is your best interest. And if you don't follow your own path, you will have to reincarnate in an attempt to learn the original lessons again. So basically, it's kind of like the guides are telling you that you need to they're going to keep on bringing up situations where you keep hitting your head over the same wall of being envious of somebody else's life, or being envious of what somebody else has. Like you keep looking over at the other person, or you keep setting this up until you learn how to confront it, until you learn how to use your envious emotions in a different way. Like being envious of somebody isn't necessarily negative or bad all the time. You can use this emotion to motivate you to strive to do what you need to do for yourself, to be abundant in your own life. You know, you can use that to be your motivation. You can be like, man, I'm kind of jealous of that. Wow, I really need to get on to my goal and what I need to be doing for my life and be successful like that person. Like that's how you're supposed to use the feelings of enviness. You're not supposed to feel it to be resentful and revengeful, you know, towards someone and be like, oh, well, she just has everything in the world. Like it's not supposed to be used in that context. But for some reason here on earth with us, it's used as that and it's taught like that. Like that's how we're supposed to use that emotion. And it's not how we're supposed to be using that emotion. We're supposed to use it to motivate us, not make us feel lesser than. But something happened in your childhood where a situation came up to where it made you feel lesser than other people. See, like it made you feel small. So you need to confront this, you need to heal it, so you can get your well-deserved award, because the guides really want to push you into giving you, you know, that abundance in your life. Once you tackle that, whatever happened in your childhood and however it made you feel, you'll get your well-deserved award. But yeah, the confront with the storm warning is, yeah, they're warning you like, hey, you need to take care of this problem that's making you feel envious and jealous, or making you feel small, making you feel like you're less than, like you're not good enough to get the abundance. You need to face this. You need to heal it. You need to change your belief about it. And yeah, and then they're saying once you do all of that and you do your work for this year of 2019, you do your work and you confront your childhood demons, that you will get your reward, you'll get your victory, you will get your abundance, because it's as if you're freeing up your energy from, you know, this stuck place. So that is what they are pretty much trying to get you to see for this whole year. That's your lesson for the whole year. Really make each day count and heal this so you can get your reward at the end, because there is one. You got two reward cards. You got a victory, that's like getting your reward, getting what's coming to you, and the well-deserved award is like a victory and getting what's coming to you. So both good things are coming to you if you only do the work and you heal what you need to heal in your past or in your childhood. And that's your big lesson, is the envy card. You need to learn how to use this emotion in a healthy way. So let me go to advice. So the first card I got was the Buddha Prepare. So basically this card is about just like make each day count. Replenish yourself, get positive energy, get some good self-confidence, get everything, you know, restore your inner light, restore your inner light, restore your positive energy, get good with yourself. Also for summer, winter, the forces, I want to read that. I want to read that right there. Because the forces is about being consciousness of the energy inside you and the energy around you. So the forces, it's upright. Okay, so it's saying that summer is a yang time of great activity. So this is your cycled notice to get going. Action is an important part of the cycle. It is time to take many forms. There may be something you can do to accelerate your professional life. This may also be a perfect time to take steps towards personal goals. Perhaps get more exercise, plan more social events, start a fun activity you've been waiting to do or wanting to do. You might also reflect on what actions or perspectives would attract new romance or enhance your love life. This card tells you to consider what needs to be done, then go for it. This cycle is a perfect time to create a smiling, self-loving energy, project it outward for the world to see, and also don't be surprised if a trip is coming your way. The card implies movement of some kind, so get ready. So there you go. Again, creating positive energy with yourself, doing fun things that can make you smile, laugh more. Okay, so for Queen of Forces, this card is about something that has disappointed you in your life, something that kind of knocked you back, something that made you feel like you lost your power. And so this card is motivating you to restore your good energy, take back your power, take back control of your life, and move in a very positive, rewarding direction. That's pretty much what that card is. And this card is the King of Forces. Is like you might be meeting a new, could be a new boss, a new love of your life, maybe getting close to a relative that brings very good positive energy to you and around you. I want to say too, the spirit guides might be giving you some signs in nature, or might be having some animals come around you to kind of remind you that they're there, like kind of remind you that, hey, stay positive, stay focused. Yeah. I want to say too that basically that's what the spirit guides are saying. Like it's time to change your negative energy from whatever disappointed you, whatever held you back, whatever knocked you down, and to get back up on your feet and start generating very positive energy. They want you to face whatever made you feel lesser than, or made you feel like you weren't good enough or something in your childhood. Um, and heal that, change your way of thinking on abundance and how money's coming to you. And really use this envious emotion to motivate you to move in a positive direction. Also, once you do these things and you clear this up and you make your energy back positive and you get your light back, you will get a well-deserved reward. You will get what you've been wanting. So that's pretty much what the guides want you to know in 2019. And let me move on to card group 4. Okay, so for group who chose number 4. All right, so your first message from your spirit guides would be, don't relinquish your power. So I'm gonna read that really quickly. Found my book for it. Okay, so it says you have created a blueprint for yourself. Your role in the matrix of life is vital. Never be less than who you are. If this card appears in your spread, examine how you may be taking a back seat in the dynamics of your life. It may seem like an easier road to hoe if you're acquaintances to others, but in reality, you're doing a disservice to yourself, and not only yourself, but for your soul family. Your influence matters, your opinions matter. It is a part of your birthright. Don't be so quick to undermine yourself. Give away the strength of your convictions, the puzzle that creates the bigger picture. Don't come together as a whole if you choose not to participate. Have faith in yourself, and now that your emotions are manifesting in a certain way at a certain time for a reason. Many insecure humans try to take away the powers of others to build up their own shortcomings. Be aware that this is the result of the fragile ego. Acknowledge this and don't engage in their attempts at manipulation. Be steadfast and have resolve. So I feel like for the whole message is for don't relinquish your power is kind of like don't dim yourself down. Don't try to hide from who you are and what you like and things like that. That's why the staying open-minded. They want you to stay open-minded about who you are and who you could be, and stay open-minded to what life can be. And through this whole process of 2019, they want you to learn the big lesson here is to have courage. I find inner strength to face fear with confidence. So let me read this one really quick. So it says, you need to remind yourself that the part of the challenge of being a soul is learning to honor your own power. By listening to your inner voice, follow its advice, you are acknowledging the perfection of your intuition. For this is an illusion, and the obstacles are great opportunities for you to demonstrate that coming from a place of love will conquer all of the fears disguises. Perhaps you are changing career paths or entering an existing relationship. This test has been put before you because it's an opportunity to prove yourself and prove yourself to you and only you, and can make a correct decision. By not taking that step forward, you may find yourself 2 steps back only to face the same obstacle again. So yeah, really having that courage to put a foot forward and basically spread your wings. Basically, this card talks about not being afraid to take opportunities to go out there to find like-minded people, to find a like-minded environment, not being afraid to be who you are, spreading your wings. And then the joy and stability card is the same thing. Like, you will gain joy and stability when you find a community or people that are just like you, that has the same energy, have the same like-mindedness as you, and they really want you to get some courage within yourself and go find, your own tribe. Go find people that think like you do. I wanted to read these 2 cards. With this intuition card, I feel like you already have like a communication with your spirit guides. You listen to them, you have great intuition, and I feel like you are hearing these messages. You just have not gathered up enough courage to go forward. So let me read these 2 really quick. Okay, so for yin and yang, it says this card represents the energetic life cycle and the purpose to help you identify a particular cycle energy moving into and out of your experience. In its upright position, it heralds a yin cycle where most of the action seems to be happening under the surface of things. This is a time for great receptivity, intuition, and gestation, and external circumstances may be forcing you to go within. Example, present activity. It's an especially good time for contemplation, so wrap things up. Yin cycles often call you to be passive, yielding, and reflective, so open up to these sides of your nature, being that acting is the intention here. Being more than acting is the intention here. So yeah, so basically kind of be active and attentive to what your intuition is guiding you. And I wanted to read that. So this one says the beautiful, I think it's Uriel, also called the fire of God, wears a brilliant crown, crystal crown, vibrating with passionate connection to the divine. She brings great power to your seventh energy center, which is called the crown chakra and is located at the top of your head. This card upright indicates a open, free-flowing channel of information, inspiration, and wonderful beings in the spirit world. This could also be a time for great intuition for you and guidance from your higher awareness. So allow yourself to quiet your mind and listen. Now is a great time to connect. To assist from spirit is great. The assistance from spirit is great. And whether it's a presence of an ascended master, an angel, or just a loving friend or a family member in spirit, their love and willingness is assisted and is always there. They even open you to the Akashic records, the storehouse of all information. This connection is open now, and you will find that your own spirit and spirits of those around you will be able to provide the answers you seek and the blessings you desire and deserve. So, pretty much is saying that not only is your spirit guide around you trying to tell you things, but also, you know, your angels and your whole spirit team is also around you, trying to connect to you, trying to say things to you and give you messages. You just need to stay still, stay within the quiet moments, and really try to listen to what they're telling you, which I really feel like you are connected to that since this card has popped up for you. So let me get quickly into their advice for you for the year. So with my King of Scrolls card, basically it's saying that it's time for you to try to have a deeper understanding about your challenges and what's going on and why this lesson keeps on popping up. It's time for you to read something or educate yourself on a class or books or something that can higher that can higher your awareness, that can give you a much better understanding on things spiritually, things like that. This one for Light of the World, this one pretty much talks about it's pretty much kind of like within the picture, this talks about like your guides and your team kind of like knocking on your door, trying to get your attention and trying to say, hey, we're here to offer you advice and love. You just need to open the door to us, like we're here. For this one, for the message I got for this one, I didn't really get the card definition, but the message I really got for this one was this could be one of your spirit guides, or it could be a spirit around you that is playing the King of Roses in your life, which they are giving you loving support. They're also the voice that's trying to tell you certain things to help support you, to help you gain your courage, things like that. So please, like they are really trying to get your attention here. They're really trying to get your attention here. Also, the other message and advice they're trying to say is that diversify. So basically, as you see the books and the scrolls, basically they're telling you we really need you to get more knowledge about us, more spiritual knowledge, Also, this card also encourages you even within your life to maybe go back to school, study something, because you have like 2 scroll cards. So this is like maybe go back to school, study something that you're passionate about. Also, this card talks about having an open mind. Like this card says right here. That card says stay with an open mind. This talks about opening your mind, keeping an open mind to how life can show up to you, and not having a fixed way of how you think life should show up to you, or having a fixed train of thought. Like, no, just be very open, take whatever opportunities come to you, be very, very open-minded about your life. Don't have a rigid way of thinking. So that is pretty much that's pretty much their advice for you. That is pretty much all that I'm really picking up on for card group number 4. So, yep, your main lesson for 2019 will be courage, having the courage to step into who you are, having courage to step into a field or a friendship or a group that is like-minded like you are, so you can shine and really be your authentic self. Also, if you have people that are in your life that keeps bullying you or whatever, do not relinquish your power to them. Don't let whatever they're saying or doing in. Don't relinquish your power to them. Pretty much what this card was talking about. And stay with an open mind. Don't get too caught up into the details of life and what it should be or look like. Stay open-minded. Don't have your thinking rigid. And yeah, they encourage you to listen to them, and they encourage you to, if you're not understanding something, get books, get knowledge, and deepen your understanding. So that is pretty much what your messages are for 2019 from your spirit guides. So yeah, that is all I got. So that's it. I was gonna do this big closing, and my mind is like, girl. I was gonna do this big old closing, but yep, that's it. I hope that all of these messages helped everybody. And well, thank you guys, everyone, for your love, your support. And I will see everyone in the next reading. Bye.